This is Blu Laker, and this is Radio Tribune. Yeah, right here in Las Vegas, Radio Tribune. And today, we're going to be talking about savings. Now, savings, as most of us understand, is not what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about real savings. And to give you an example of what I mean that if you're going out to purchase something, and let's just say, well, say it's an automobile, and you've made your choice. You know that you want this vehicle. It just happens, in this case, we're going to call it a Toyota, call it a Toyota Camry, call it a 2015 brand new, somewhat brand new, maybe year-end disposal, and the regular retail price of that 2015 Toyota Camry is in the neighborhood of $15,000 plus tax, plus license, plus everything else. And this is hypothetical. I'm not saying that you can buy a 2015 for $15,000 because it depends on the model. And if it's brand new, then you don't have to worry about mileage or anything else, or warranties or those kinds of things. But let's just say it's a year-end sale, and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you really don't have the resources to pay $15,000 in cash, or perhaps the down payment for that, and monthly payments, and so everything's got to be really kind of right for you. But rather than $15,000, suppose you could get it for $12,000. Now it's a $3,000 differential. Now I'm talking about real savings. Real savings are different than hypothetical savings, because if they were selling that car at the regular retail price of $15,000, it'd be plus tax, license, and everything else, and you'd wind up paying a lot more. But even with the $12,000 car, you're still going to pay it, but you're going to pay less. Well, that in itself is a savings. Two kinds of savings have occurred there. First of all, you're spending $3,000 less because it's being sold for $12,000. At the same time, you don't have to pay as much tax because everything is based on the amount of the sale. So you're saving the sales tax money, which in a case like this would be, about $500 differential between buying one for $12,000 and one for $15,000. So you can see you have an additional savings, and you can continue to have some of those savings because there are other things that go along with the sale of the car. For example, an extended warranty. And if they really want to make a deal and they really have too many cars and they need to get rid of some, they're going to bend over a little bit to make it happen. So your savings can be greater than just the $3,000 or the $3,500 differential that I just spoke about. You may get them to throw in the warranty because their warranty costs are not the same as your warranty costs. So now you're punching it up to maybe $3,700, $3,800 in savings. Now the good thing about savings is you don't have to pay tax on it. Yeah, you heard me right. You don't have to pay tax on it. If you had bought the car at $15,000 plus all the other stuff, you're going to pay tax on it because it's written on the contract that you paid $15,000 plus tax, plus license, and plus everything else. And there's nothing you can do about that. You just have to pay it, or you won't get the car. So when I talk about real savings, I'm talking about something like that. Now, it doesn't have to be a car. It could be a refrigerator. It could be a lot of things. It could be gold, for that matter. And to give you an idea about gold and silver, well, the first thing you need to know is that we are going to be going to a gold and silver as a collateral, if you will, for our money. The fiat dollar is going away. Yeah, that's what you said. Well, yeah, that's what I said. And that's what most of the world is going to right now. They're no longer interested in fiat paper that has no guarantee. What they want is something solid that they can hold on to, like gold or silver, as, if you were, collateral for their money. And yes, we used to be on the gold standard, but things have changed then. Back then, the government limited gold to $35 an ounce. All for those good old days, at least long enough to scoop up a bunch of gold and then come into the new scheme of things. Well, that's what's going to happen. Is we're going to come back into the gold and silver. And you're going to find out that the fiat dollar is worthless. It's worthless right now. It's only worth about 10 cents on the dollar anymore. So what we talk about is savings. Now, most people that are in the gold business are people, well, for example, some of the hop shops and so forth. They're in the gold business, and they can take in gold for less than face value or less than the going rate and make money with it. So we see that there are people involved in the process, and some of them are doing extremely well. And so I'm not going to get bogged down in gold and silver right now, other than to point out that when you have the ability to be a bulk buyer of gold and silver, you can buy it basically at wholesale prices. Now, I mentioned to you before about savings, and what we're talking about is, here's another example of, if you are big enough and have the resources, you can do bulk buying of gold and silver. Most of it, you have to be able to buy 100 ounces. Well, needless to say, 100 ounces of gold at $1,400 or $1,500 an ounce is a very expensive proposition, and not everybody's in a position to do that. But as we go on, I'm going to explain how that can work for you. And it's very important for me to clearly establish the differences between normal savings and the real savings. Now, normal savings, and it's best explained, savings according to Keynesian economics consists of the amount left over when the cost of a person's consumer expenditure is subtracted from the amount of disposable income he earns in a given period of time. Now, that's a mouthful, but basically what it's saying is, after you get paid and pay all your bills out of your disposable income, you have a certain amount of money that you could put away and save it and accumulate it over a period of time to do something with. Now, for those who are financially prudent, the amount of money left over after personal expenses have been met can be positive. For those who tend to rely on credit and loans to make ends meet, there is no money left for savings. Let me repeat that. For those who tend to rely on credit and loans to make ends meet, there is no money left for savings. As a matter of fact, there's the cost to the credit cards. Savings can be turned into future increased income through investing in different investment vehicles. So I got to get back to establishing what savings are. Now, contrary to common beliefs above, and that's the paragraph that I just read, savings are also defined in the prudent research of like products of the same quality at greatly reduced prices. Example, gasoline as we know it, even from the same company like 7-Eleven or Chevron, can be 10 to 20 cents a gallon more at their different locations. So the analysis can be made where the average price of a full retail purchase is, say, $1.65 a gallon. If there's another location that sells the same grade at $1.45, and you buy 20 gallons, the cost is $29. The same 20 gallons at $1.65 costs $33. The savings is $4. Now, assuming you use just 20 gallons every week in a period of 4 weeks, the savings is $16. But the annual savings is $208. Of course, that's for cash transactions. If it's credit, you must add the cost of credit to your true cost of gasoline. The point is that real savings are not leftover amounts after paying all the bills. It's what you pay for the same products at reduced prices. It's what you pay for the same product at reduced prices. Real savings are not taxable. Real savings are not taxable. The object of SIA, that's the Saving Institute of America, that's who I represent, the Saving Institute of America, SIA, is for you to compound your savings for other opportunities without sacrificing your quality of life or using any of your normal disposable income to meet your selected plan goals. I know that's a mouthful again, so I'm going to have to read it again. The point is that real savings are not leftover amounts after paying all the bills. It's what you pay for the same products at reduced prices. Real savings are not taxable. Did you hear me? Real savings are not taxable because you didn't spend it. The object of SIA is for you to compound your savings for other opportunities without sacrificing your quality of life or using any of your normal disposable income to meet your selected plans and goals. The Savings Institute of America provides a mechanism of collective purchasing power to lower prices over a wide spectrum of products and services only available to its members, while at the same time producing added value to each member's portfolio. Now, some brick and mortar businesses offer savings, but do not operate on the same platform as the Saving Institute of America that creates administrative windfalls for its members. Savings alone can be turned into future increased income by investing in different investment vehicles without using disposable income necessary for living expenses. Now, you might say, well, what is expected from the members? Well, first, we make all sale information available to you daily. Secondly, you find specials and notify us so we can pass that information on to other members. And C, save enough money on your purchases to pay the weekly, monthly program that you selected. There are many ways an unadvertised special to find great merchandise that we may not be aware of that other members may enjoy. So you need to pass on the information. Now, some of those things are closeout, bankruptcies, super discounted clothing, jewelry, cars, furniture, etc. We are primarily interested in new items, not returns, unless they are refurbished and guaranteed. Note, only members who are current can participate in the daily specials updates. The daily special updates or selected special administrative bonuses that comply with the development of the Saving Institute regulated asset enhancement programs that may include gold, silver, palladium, platinum, real estate, and other substantial investments to create windfalls for the entire organization. This is made possible by watchful eyes of the members who can bring the potential resources to the attention of the board of directors, the administrators, and members and memorandums for consent before any action is approved or finalized. All members are entitled to withdraw from the program with 30 days notice for a complete refund of all monies paid for any reason. However, benefits from incomplete transactions will inure to the benefit of the current members and is done through the issue of scrip that increases the percentage of their company value in the Saving Institute of America. The Saving Institute of America operates just about the same way that the banks do. Credit card companies, financial organizations, auctions, and the list goes on. That is to say, you can withdraw your money at any time because our goal is to have gold, silver as the collateral for your savings. The difference is we provide the opportunity to use real savings for your financial advancement that won't affect your budget. At the same time, provide unique savings of quality products at greatly reduced price to help you in the only true savings program for potential wealth. That's a mouthful, and that information is going to be available to those people who would like to find out more about the program. In essence, what we're saying is that we don't want you to use your disposable income for anything other than what you need, whatever you positively need for your household, whether it's education, food, it doesn't matter, insurance for the car, all those things are essential and you must have them. What we're saying is we need you to go and find the savings. You can do that without us, but we're going to go a step further because we're going to have some very, very special discounts that you can only get through the Saving Institute of America. And I'll give you an example of that. Let's say, for example, that you have a late modern car and it's got all the bells and whistles, and one of those things is it's got the ship key, and it comes from the factory that way, but somehow or another you manage to lose your key. And if you go back through the financial or go back through the franchise dealer, it could be as much as $300, $400, even $500 to replace that key. But we have a locksmith that we do business with. And his rates are substantially different than the car dealerships or the car franchises. Therefore, let's use a hypothetical again. Suppose you have one of those ultra fancy keys and it's going to be $500 at the franchise dealer. And we can produce that same key, same quality, same thing, does exactly everything that the franchise, because we have the machine, or he has the machine, to do that. Yes, you have to have a certain machine to do most anything anymore. The point is, if he produces it for 50% less, and he is able to produce that key for, say, $250, you have $250 savings. Now you have to look at it from, wow, okay, that's great, well, that is great, okay, but that $250 is an added bonus that you have as a member of the Saving Institute of America. That's an added bonus that you have by taking advantage of the specials that we have because of the membership. And why would someone do that? Well, they're like McDonald's. They want to see, they're interested in doing as much work as they possibly can. And even though the rates are lower, they make it up in numbers. On the other hand, the franchise dealers have much greater expenses, sometimes $250,000 to $300,000 a month that they have to meet, and therefore they have to make more money. Now, this is not, we're not discouraging people from doing business with franchise dealers. We're just saying that in a lot of cases they're too expensive for most people to handle, and or they would rather say, well, oh, wow, I got $250. There's a windfall for me, and it's all due to the fact that I'm a member of the Saving Institute of America. And that's your money to keep. That's your money to keep. But it goes down the road further, because we're taking the amount of money that your program, that you pick, that your program, whether it's $50 a week or $100 a week or $200 a week, whatever program that you pick, we're looking for you to save that much money every week or every month, depending on the program that you have, so that you're not spending disposable money, but investing the money that you have saved. Remember? Saved. By doing that, you're achieving a couple of goals that maybe you couldn't have done by yourself. Well, number one, you're not going to know what the specials are that we have because it's only available to members. And those members have to be current. They can't participate in the windfalls that the board of directors or the administrators create. And that's their job. That's their job. And they can't just arbitrarily go out and buy a bank or something. No, they have to say, this is what we think. We know when this event is taking place, and we're prepared to do X, and we're going to save X by being able to do that, and that is going to inure to the benefit of the membership. And again, I will refer to gold, because if the retail price of gold is, say, $1,400, and we're able to buy in the bulk market at $1,200, we can take that and sell it at $1,400 because that's the real value of the gold. There's another $200 windfall, but when we do it in the name of the Saving Institute of America, we're doing it not for one person, we're doing it for everybody that's in the program and dependent upon their percentage that they have. So there's a lot of things that obviously we can't cover in a short half-hour program, but it's just to inform you that this program is going to be available and that you're going to have an opportunity of being able to save money on many things, including insurance, whether it happens to be automobile insurance or even health insurance. There's programs that we have developed that allows you to participate as a member of the Saving Institute of America and to pick and choose your own values, but to put you on a program that lets you do it. For example, I went to, okay, I know, it doesn't sound like I'm shopping at the best places. Well, that's not exactly true. I do. But on the other hand, I'm looking for specific things, and there are certain things that I need for my health. And, everybody needs water and food. And the quality of food, generally speaking, is a carrot is a carrot. A banana is a banana. Now, you might say, well, I like this kind of banana. But generally speaking, even the organic bananas are not much different. I don't even know that there's much difference or any difference between them. Do I buy organic? Well, maybe, but not likely. And I have done that and I have tried to compare, and frankly, I don't see the difference. So the point is that the organic bananas are a little bit more expensive than the regular bananas, and I don't see the difference. But when I can buy bananas at 49 cents a pound as opposed to 59 cents a pound, I'm saving 10 cents a pound. Now that may not seem like very much money, but it is over a period of time, as I had mentioned to you before with gasoline. That with gasoline, you can buy at a lot of different prices, and sometimes you have to buy where it's convenient at the time because maybe you've neglected to fill up at the proper stations. Those savings add up and can become substantial. And like I said, I made about $12 worth of purchases at the 99-cent store. And they're already at reduced prices. But I spent about $12 and I saved $8. $8 on $12 worth of purchase was. So if I had bought them at the other stores, and what I do is I compare the retail prices of something that at Smith's or Costco or someplace, and so that I get a real feel for what the real retail price is for a particular object. And that way, I can break it down. And what I'm looking for is I'm saying, okay, how much can I save this week by shopping and getting the best price. And what I want to do is I want to be able to save anywhere from $50 to $100 a week. That's my goal. So at $100 a week, it's $430 a month, and equal to about $4,800 at the end of the year. So the point is that if you take these savings and you now have the opportunity of being able to go even further with them because of the benefits of the Saving Institute of America, then it makes a lot of sense to get involved with the program. And especially if your money is guaranteed or backed by gold or silver. Oh, you say, well, gold and silver goes up and down. Yeah, well, so does the yo-yo. But it always comes back to the same position. Additionally, even though gasoline fluctuates from top to bottom, it's not a significant swing. And it's not something that goes from the top to the bottom in a couple of days. And our analysts are very, very much aware, and they know when to buy and to sell and to hold. That old saying, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. That's exactly what we do. We have to know when to hold them, and we need to know when to fold them. And when we say fold them, we're not getting out of the game at all. We're just minimizing any potential losses that might have occurred that got overlooked. But our track record needs to be almost perfect. And that's what we strive for. We don't do things in the spur of the moment without previously having discussed the matter and coming to a conclusion, because we have to guarantee that your savings are safe. And that's exactly what we do. So when people talking about savings, make sure that you understand, that they understand that there's two different ways to save. One with your money and one with the money that you saved through consumption and purchasing. And we're looking for the ones that you saved through having the ability. And actually, to put it bluntly, it's fun to say, okay, well, do I need this product? If I need this product, how much am I going to save at it? How much am I going to save? And I'll give you one example. There was Kraft salad dressing, and I don't remember the example. Oh, yeah, I know. It was blue cheese, and it was $1. Yes, it was a closeout, but the dates were good. So it was $1, but the retail price of that same Kraft 22-ounce dressing was $3.98. On one item alone, I saved $2.98. So you can see, if you add that up, and as I mentioned to you before, if I spent $12 in the store, which wasn't a lot of money or anything, I only bought necessities, the things that I needed, and I was out of salad dressing, so that's one of the reasons I thought, well, okay, let me do this. So the bottom line was, with $12 worth of purchases, I saved $8. Now that $8, on top of other savings that I had made, I had gone to Best Buy, and I needed a television, I needed a cable for the television set, and it was a special one. It had a male fitting on it on one end, and then wires on the other. And so after talking to the guy there at Best Buy, he said, well, you got to have this one over here. And so he took us over to the counter and he showed us this two-headed male connector. Well, the two-headed male connector wasn't going to work without an adapter. So, but we bought it anyway because we thought, well, we needed it, so we'll figure out how to get it adapted. Well, lo and behold, it was $36. $36 for that one cable that was 12 feet long, which, by the way, wasn't long enough after we measured it. But then I was telling my buddy, I said, hey, this guy said that if I cut the end off and I use the two wires that come out of it, that it ain't going to work. I said, I don't believe that. So I went over to, I'll think of it in a second, Radio Shack. Went to the Radio Shack. And so sure enough, I go in and I tell the guy what I'm looking for, and that I want one with a male connector in one end and the two wires sticking out the other. So he takes me over and he shows me exactly what I'm looking for in a 24-foot cable. And we paid $11 for that. $11. So here again was a $25 savings because we took the time to research and get it done right. So now you're talking about $25 in one purchase and $8 in another. And it's $33? $33 that I saved in one day. Now, if you multiply that and you say, well, those are you're only going to get, you want to do that once a day. Well, what about gasoline? What happens with if I see gasoline advertised in one location at $2.65, and I have to go across town anyway, and I find out that over there it's 20 cents cheaper. Well, where am I going to buy? It's the same gasoline. There's only 3 major manufacturers of gasoline in the United States anyway. And so at 20 cents a gallon differential, and I've seen it even for less, and I've seen the differential being much greater. The point is that if I say, okay, this is where I need to buy my gas because it's 20, 25 cents a gallon less, that's another issue where you're saving, again, in one case of 20 gallons.